Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. As you guys all know that the Element Cup and the water theme event have just started. So this is going to be the first Element Cup battle which I put forward with this team over here. And since the Element Cup is 500 format, a little cup format over here where only fire, water and grass are allowed and no evolved Pokemons are allowed. So this is kind of a rock paper scissor league over here, in which you win the game if you win the lead in most of the times. So to which I tried to put forward the most obvious safe swap, which is going to be the Shadow Slowpoke running Confusion, Psyshock and Psychic. So since it's kind of psychic moves altogether, so it will be doing neutral damage to all the fire, grass and water, and also covering the part poisons as well. So since it's going to be a double water backline, that is going to be Ducklett and Slowpoke, so I have to cover the grass typing, which my Bulbasaur does resist over here because it is being the grass poison over here. So this team is going to be a ABB team style where I need to lure out a potential grass or a potential electric typing with my Slowpoke. That's the thing over here, because then my Ducklett will be on a free run to sweep in the end game. So this team have got a decent rating on PvPoke because the coverage is super, which is A. Bulk I'll not consider because it's Element Cup, and the safety is B with consistency as C. The threat score for this team is 431, which is really great and impressive. So that's the team and that's the team comp with the strategy that I had while making this team. So without further more delay, let's get straight into the battles and check out how this team performed. So now moving into the first battle, and actually these battles are not in order because these are randomized, and I have chosen some battles over a couple of sets. So picking up a tough lead over here with the Exeggcute, which is usually running Confusion. So I safe swap into my Slowpoke over here, which is not a great thing because this Exeggcute is part grass as well. So it is going to have access to Seed Bomb, which does hit me really well with my to my Shadow Slowpoke over here, to which they comes back with a Water Gun Ducklett, which is not a great thing because the water guns will be resisted because of my water typing onto my Slowpoke. And Slowpoke, it is a bit bulky because only super effective damage does hit quite hard, to which I do get both of my shields from my opponent, and my opponent does throws over here. So this is going to be the Bubble Beam, which is not enough to take me out, but a couple of water gun does take me out from that range. So now I will be coming back with my Bulbasaur after running the clock down. I'll be coming back with my Bulbasaur and I'll be farming down with Fine Web. So I believe they will be coming back with their own Exeggcute over here, to which I do swap out into my own Ducklett over here. So Ducklett having a super coverage with Wing Attack, Brave Bird and Bubble Beam. They comes back with their Wooper, which is not shielded actually. So you guys already know that I will be booming this Wooper with a Brave Bird, which will be one-shotting the Wooper from that kind of health. That's not a problem, and I believe I am facing a bit of lag onto this match. And yeah, the Wooper goes down and they comes back with their Exeggcute over here, which is going to be hit with the Bubble Beam, which is not enough to get the knockout for this Exeggcute as well. But since I'm up a shield over here and my Bulbasaur is really healthy, I can easily shield up which might be a potential Psychic over here, but it ends up being Ancient Power, and I can easily find with the Exeggcute down for the win. Hopping into the second battle over here, I pick up a tough lead yet again because Chikorita does have access to Vine Whip along with Body Slam, which is kind of spammy, and it does outspams me and gets the knockout in a 2-shield scenario as well. So I'll be throwing the first Sludge Bomb over here, and they are actually over farming quite a bit, so they will be going for the Body Slam over here, which is going to hurt my Bulbasaur over here. And after a bit of GBL lag, which is very obvious, I tried to get to one more Sludge Bomb over here, but since they shielded, I will be opting to shield this time and I will be going for the Sludge Bomb. So this either guarantees the second shield or the switch over here. yeah, they opted to go for the final shield, which is enough, which I'm fine with, because now I can come back with my Ducklett over here to soak up the charge moves from this Chikorita over here. So Chikorita going for the next body slam, which does almost 30% of my Ducklett's health, and they comes back with their own Ducklett over here. So Ducklett onto the mirror Ducklett with all the shields down. I'll be going for the Brave Bird, which kind of one-shots the Ducklett over here, and let's see what they have in their back, which is going to be Vulpix, and my opponent does recognize their fate and top lifts the game. So that is going to be a GG's to my opponent. Really well played. Moving into the next battle, I have got a pretty tough lead yet again, because I believe this Seel is actually running Ice Shard, to which they swaps out, which is kind of surprising because they swapped out into their own Exeggcute over here, to which they will be going for the next not confusion, it's going to be the Ancient Power, which does neutral because of my partial flying typing. So I'll be going for the bait over here, which is going to be the Bubble Beam, which does indeed give me the shield, which is really nice for me. To which I'll be going for the next Bubble Beam, yeah, because I does want to farm this Exeggcute down with my Fine Whips while taking less damage with this confusion. So since they showed their move over here, which is going to be the Ancient Power, I'll not be shielding up this time because they are running Ancient Power with Seed Bomb. So I'll be coming back with my own Bulbasaur over here, and to which they have a Courtney in their back. So for Courtney, I do have Sludge Bomb ready and loaded to go. So which goes unshielded, and it almost one-shots. It does one-shots the Courtney rather, to which they comes back with their final Pokemon, which is going to be the Seel. So for Seel, I does have a double shielded Slowpoke over here, to which I think they are going to throw the Icy Wind, which is resisted. Yeah, which is resisted, and I'll be going for the next Psychic over here, which will be enough even with the debuff to get the knockout for that Seel, for that from that health, and that will be a win for the third battle here as well. So this team putting in a lot of effort, and I believe Shadow Slowpoke is a very great safe swap in this meta over here. So now moving into the next matchup, I have got a lead of Tentacool over here, which is actually running Poison Sting, Wrap and Aqua Tail. So nothing can hit me for super difficult damage. Rather the Wrap will be doing the most damage with neutral, and to which I will be swapping back into my own Slowpoke over here to get the extra damage. Try to get the extra damage onto the Tentacool over here, to which they comes back with their I believe Carvana. Yeah, it was a Carvana, which does almost takes out my Slowpoke with a Poison Fang because of the high attack stat over here, and they comes back with their own Tentacool yet again. So for Tentacool, I will be going for the next Seed Bomb over here, which will be enough to get the knockout. Barely enough, which is not enough actually, to which I will be letting the next charge move go through, which is going to be the Bubble Beam, which is not enough to get the knockout for my Bulbasaur, and I get to one more Seed Bomb, and the last Pokemon is going to be the Skrelp. So for Skrelp, since it is going to be a water and poison typing, I will be again swapping back into my Ducklett to go for the Brave Bird, but my opponent just recognizes their fate and top lifts the game. So that was a GG's to my opponent. Very well played. Moving into the next matchup, I have got a lead of Wooper, which is going to be a dream lead in this scenario, and this swaps out into their Vulpix. So for Vulpix, I do have quite a nice answer to it, which is my Ducklett, and I opt to shield the first Body Slam because this is going to hurt the most, because I'll be going for the Bubble Beam damage and the debuffs as well. So this is going to be the next Body Slam, which I'll let go because it is like debuffed. So I let the first next Body Slam go through, and I'll be going for the next Bubble Beam. So Bubble Beam from that kind of range will be enough to get the knockout for the Vulpix over here, and my opponent comes back with their own Wooper. So for Wooper, since it is actually using Mud Shot, it cannot actually farm me down, no way, and they goes for the Body Slam over here. So for Body Slam, I will be going for the next Brave Bird, to which they have to throw because this was a CMP tie, and I am happy to let my Ducklett go down, which is fine because I am down a shield, but my opponent does hold on to their own, like, down a shield, but I hold on to the alignments over here, to which they comes back with their second fire typing over here, which is going to be the Tepic, which is taking super, like, lot of damage from this confusion. I can easily farm this Tepic down, and my opponent does recognizes their fate and top lives the game. So that was a really great game for my opponents, and a really well played from my team over here. So now I'll be pausing the video over here, and I'll be going for the analysis for this team. This team worked out really great for me because Slowpoke over here is a really great safe swap because of the damage from confusion and shadow bonus as well, and it does take super active damage from grass types and electrics, but it is kind of bulky as well as hard hitting as well. So this team overall performed really well for me, and if you guys are using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you and how it is going for you. So that's all for this video, and if you're liking the content, do let me know, like, by subscribing it, supporting my channel and sharing with your friends. So that's all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.